Hey, hey, hey.
How are you?
Good.
So, for anybody new tuning in, we're hoping we get new people every week, obviously. But I am SalLynn Duran, a local real estate agent, and I am with Spill the Tea.
And I am Brandon Beston
With
with a local real estate agent with Build the Block. Listen, we don't have to
yeah.
be perfect every time.
Yeah, no, it's supposed to be, hi, I'm SalLynn Duran with
I'm Brandon
Spill the
Beston.
Tea.
You say your name, I say my name, and then you say Spill the Tea, Build the Block.
Oh, okay. Well, what he said.
Yeah.
But maybe next time.
Next time we might get it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
So, welcome to the show. We're both local real estate agents here to give little tidbits on real estate, also some just gossip with tea.
Yeah.
In the industry, in the world, in our lives.
Yeah. So before we get into our topic tonight, SalLynn, how's your week been?
Good. I had an eventful weekend and week. We have the green going for St. Patty's Day.
Yes.
So we had our awards ceremony Friday. That was really fun. So our downtown office hosts a big award ceremony for all the agents and kind of just congratulating them on their year. And Mr. Brandon here got triple gold this year.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah, and you thank you. And you received double gold this year.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
You also got another award, which I was really excited for you to get, which was the Excellent
Leadership Award.
Oh, I did not finish writing down the title. Excellent Leadership Award.
Yeah.
Because SalLynn is a leader. She's on our Agent Leadership Council here in our office, which is a group of agents that's the top 20% of producers that they lead committees, they work on the culture. Tell us what you're doing on the ALC this year.
Yeah, so I am sitting on the culture committee this year. I was doing a couple of committees last year, a little bit too much, so just culture, and that's just bringing culture within our office, and then also just fun activities we do. I'm responsible for Red Day, a big day that we give back. Stay tuned. In a couple of weeks we will be talking about what we're doing for Red Day. I'm really excited.
Me too.
Yeah,
it's gonna be awesome.
I'm really excited about it. But just kind of bringing fun to the agents, and then also to clients and putting on client events and things like that.
I think the important thing about the culture committee is that, and the culture of KW, is that Keller Williams Downtown is that, as real estate agents, we can hang our license with any brokerage. We can open our own brokerage after a couple of years in the business and so much experience. But the reason that I stay here, and I think the reason that our office does so well, and there's so many agents that decide to do business with Keller Williams Realty Downtown.
Yes.
Let us know if you want to join, because we can get you connected. Is because of the culture. It's really a culture of collaboration, of growth,
diversity,
education. Yeah.
Staying up with technology, and just that's why we have this fabulous room and able to be here on this type of platform to do these types of things, to just educate our community and grow within our businesses.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah. And then what else did you do?
Okay, so it snowed on Sunday, which Colorado has not gotten a lot of snow. Denver's gotten barely any snow this year, and we need it. I don't love the snow, but we're going to need it because the ground is going to be dry, and we do not want a fiery summer. So it snowed on Sunday, and I haven't sat down and watched a full award show in years and years and years. But this year I watched the Oscars. Did you watch?
No.
Why not? What were you doing?
I was out.
Oh, out in the snow.
Girls Gone Wild. Moms Gone Wild. Just kidding.
Okay. Bad Moms. Isn't that
it was kind of like a Bad Moms movie. But yeah, no, I did for International Women's Month. Me and my sister are going to be starting a book club.
Awesome.
And so I started an all females Facebook page. And so we've all been reading this book, Reminders of Him. They just came out with a movie. And so I bought 20 tickets, said, hey, who wants to come? We went to Tamayo's restaurants right on 14th and Lammer, and it was all you can eat brunch and drinks.
They have a good brunch there.
Yeah.
I haven't been there in years, but their brunch is great.
Yeah, for $62. And so we started off there, and then we all went to the movies, and then, went out for drinks afterward and just had the best time. So Monday was a little rough, but, moms just...
it was worth it.
It was so worth it. It's our time to just not have to worry about work, cleaning, household chores, husbands, kids, wives, nothing, and just get a time out to just be us and relax.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I love the diversity of women that want to come and hang around us, because we had young people like 23, we had people as old as 50, all kinds of different walks of life. So just to be able to come together and have fun.
There's nothing better than friends in your friend group, and like
Sometimes.
just learning from each other and supporting each other and being there for each other.
Yeah.
Community is so important to both of us, and that's a big part of this live show.
For sure. So what happened
so
in the
Oscars? So some really cool things. Michael B. Jordan. Hello.
If you're watching.
Michael B. Jordan. He and I've heard nothing but amazing things about him. Like everyone in Hollywood says he's one of the nicest guys, and he played two parts. He played identical twins in Sinners, which was an amazing movie. Did you see it?
No. I know.
She's out in these streets.
I need to be in home.
You need to be at home. Yeah, it's an amazing movie.
I've seen it, but for some reason I don't. Is it good?
It's
good.
It's amazing.
Okay.
Like there's just, and I've had to watch it a couple times, but there's a scene in it. It's like a dance. It's a musical dance scene.
Okay.
It's probably the most beautiful, emotional piece of cinema I've ever seen.
Okay.
And it's when they're in the barn, and they're singing and there's dancing, and there's like images of these spirits, past ancestors and future.
Just really creative.
Just creative and like going through time, and it was so beautiful. The actually cool thing about the Oscars.
But wait, quick question.
Yeah.
Is this his first Oscar? No.
Yes.
Oh, it is. Okay.
I think this is don't quote me on that. I don't think Michael B. Jordan has gotten an Oscar before, but this is the first Oscar he's gotten for Best Leading Actor.
Is it?
And he's the sixth black man or I think the sixth, maybe it's sixth black person. Don't quote me on that.
Don't quote us.
Might be man, or our producer says it is his first Oscar. Thank you, producer.
Yes. Oh wait, producer, are we live on Instagram?
Oh, we forgot to check.
Oh, we are.
Oh,
Yay!
We've had glitches the last couple of weeks,
so
we think we figured it out. Yeah.
Just YouTube to help us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So wanted to share something else.
What was I saying about Michael B. Jordan? Yeah, but I think he's the sixth black person to receive the award
amazing.
In 100 years, which is wild. So,
a lot weight.
But there was also, since it's Women's History Month, there's another winner that I wanted to call out, also for Sinners. So best cinematography, Autumn Darald Akrapa. Hopefully I pronounced her name correctly, with all respect. She's the first woman to ever receive the award in that category for best cinematography, which is awesome. Yep. So, and well deserved. It was an amazing movie.
I agree.
Yeah. So Sinners ended up getting 4 Oscars. They were nominated for 16, got 4. Sinners is obviously my favorite movie of the year. I keep talking about it. But Ryan Coogler won for the best original screenplay, and then best original score was Ludwig.
Okay.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. No offense. I'm going to butcher it. So.
Okay. So I will watch it this weekend.
Do watch.
And I'll let you know.
Yeah, let me know what you think.
Or not.
Yeah, and if you've seen Sinners, or if you haven't, let us know why you haven't. And 2, if you have, let us know what you think.
Yeah, and in the comments, write like a thumbs up or good movie or what you thought of it. That would be nice. We'd love the feedback.
Yeah.
And so I guess we thought St. Patty's Day was going to be crazy this weekend, and it was snowing, so the streets were kind of empty. But what a great way to just be on a Sunday in the snow in Colorado in your home.
Yeah. I mean, I was out on Saturday for St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
we
nicer.
figured everybody was kind of hanging
back.
Yeah.
No, we had fun. We had fun on Saturday.
That's good.
Yeah. I think there's something else coming up that you wanted to chat about. The Mother's Day run, or you want to talk about that at the end?
Yeah, I'll talk about that at the end.
Cool. All right, perfect. Should we get into our topic?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so this week we're talking about we're doing Mythbusters, and we're talking about the different myths in real estate, and we're just gonna I'll name the myth, and then we'll just get into it. Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
All right. So the first myth is that you have to have 20% down payment to buy a house. Is that true or false?
False.
False. I don't know who can say that kind of money.
Yeah, I think, obviously, if you have 20% down, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing, right? That's the ultimate goal. And even then, though, sometimes, we have people who we say put 15% down and pay upfront mortgage insurance and still not have to use that whole 20%. So big goal, a big holdback from why people buy a home is because they're thinking they need 20% in all these savings to buy a home. What do you know what it is for FHA? If you're using an FHA loan, what percentage do you need down?
3.5%.
Yep. And then if conventional,
3%.
what about VA or USDA?
VA is 0.
Zero money down.
Yep. And just in part of this conversation, since our wonderful producer is also a lender, you want to say hi, producer?
I kind of feel like the wizard right now, especially with the green background. I'm the man behind the curtain. But yes, I am Joshua Struck with eMortgage Capital, and I am here helping these two great realtors with their show. And I'm the man behind the magic behind the curtain. So yes, so a lot of people think that you have to put the 20% down, and that's to avoid mortgage insurance, but there's definitely other ways to do that. And like SalLynn was saying, with 15% down, you can do upfront mortgage insurance can cost a few $1,000s versus that extra 5%, and keep that 5% in the bank for a rainy day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if anything that we talk about on the show is confusing or you need clarification, please let us know, reach out to us, put something in the comments, fill out our form and get in touch with us, because we'd love to answer questions. Like, we're going to go over, high level information and get into a little bit, but if anything's confusing or you want clarification, you want to know what it looks like for you, reach out.
Yeah. And things change also, right? There's new programs, new guidelines, new FHA stuff and rules. And so everything that we say is what we know to be true today, but definitely things can definitely change. But that's why we're here for those questions, so we can get them answered for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Myth number 2.
Myth number 2. You have to have an 800 credit score to buy a property or to get a loan on a property.
False.
Yeah, boo.
Yeah. No.
I mean, if you have an 800 credit score, that's great. Not boo to that, but
yeah.
But boo to the myth.
Mine says I'm trying to get mine there. Hard work. Credit is tricky.
It is.
And we're going to have a whole episode on just credit. I feel like when I have a lot of my first time home buyer classes, which is going to be another live show topic. So you can join us live for first time home buyers, but I always have my credit repair specialist, because a lot of people, we don't learn credit early on, and it's tricky to understand in the way that it works. And so that's probably one of the biggest myths too that I hear, is that you need like perfect credit.
Yeah.
And we've talked about earlier is to use down payment assistance, all you need is a 620 credit score. And so obviously the better credit you have is going to help you get further in life no matter what. But our initial goal is
become a homeowner.
Yeah, to become a homeowner.
If that's your goal.
Yeah. And during that process, I think both Brandon and I treat our clients like family. And so we want to teach you guys all the things. We're not the experts, of course, in credit, but we know a lot about it. And so we want to teach you those tools around credit, how to properly use credit. So not to just get in a home, but how do you then sustain the credit and build the credit from there and keep the credit going? And so, yes, the better credit you have, it does work out into your favors in different ways, but it doesn't require that for you to get a new home.
Right.
Yeah.
And like a credit you might see on like Credit Karma, is that producer? I'm going to drop a question for you. If I see my credit score is 700 on Credit Karma, is that necessarily the same score a lender's going to pull when they pull my credit?
Gotta love Credit Karma. I think it's a good tool to make people aware of how things can negatively and positively impact your credit. But Credit Karma's scoring model is different than when we pull your credit for a mortgage. So I always tell clients it's a good gauge to get an idea of how close you can be, but it could be higher, it could be lower. So until we actually sit down, fill out an application and pull mortgage credit, then we'll have a better idea of what those 3 scores are. And again, we just use the middle score. So everybody has a TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. We disregard the high, don't count the low, whatever one's in the middle. That's what we're going with.
Yep. Yeah. And your credit score does not mean you're bad. If you have a low credit score, does that mean you're a bad person? If you have a high credit score, does that mean you're an amazing person? It's just a story of your credit history. Yeah. And there's some clients that come to us that don't have any credit history. And so that,
again, because we're not taught how to the people are afraid, like, don't get credit cards, they're bad.
Right.
Don't do this, they're bad. Don't run your credit, it's bad. But that's what we're going to be talking about in our credit class of like what's healthy, what's normal. But yeah, I think, some of us, not me, but like there are people that, parents use their credit for Excel Energy or credit cards when the kids were still young.
Right.
Yeah. And then that affects that. Right. But it's just like, how do we start to educate around that? And how do we make credit a positive thing? And how do we change and never be embarrassed?
Right.
Because I think a lot of people hold back from home buying because they're like, I'm embarrassed. I have lates. I have these things. I didn't pay this bill or whatever.
It does not mean you're a bad person. It means you're a person in America.
Yep. I don't care.
That's it.
I don't care. I get excited to see credit because I'm like, let's see what we can do to fix it.
Yeah. How can we help? Yeah.
Okay.
Should we move on to the next
myth
one?
Number 3.
All right. So this is the myth. You are locked when you buy, you're locked into your home for 30 years. Is that true?
False. I think it kind of goes with a little bit of the renting and owning, but I think a lot of people from conversations when I have is like, well, what happens if, they think that they are buying a home and they're doing a 30-year loan, that they have to live there for 30 years and they're tied to that home for 30 years. But that's not true.
Not at all.
No.
Yeah. I think the average person moves every 10 years, 7 to 10 years.
It's actually a decrease. I think it's like 5. The first time home buyers are staying in their homes 5 to 7 years.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the luxury I tell people all the time with rentals. You get into a lease agreement. And if you break that agreement or you skip out on it, that can go against your credit. That can be bad. With a mortgage or a home loan or a house. If in 2 years, I tell people to stay at least 2, 3 is really, really nice. But life happens. That's the luxury, or that's the cool thing about home ownership is you're not tied. We can sell it. Right. You can still get out from under it and start fresh. So you're not tied to it. The
other advantage to it is that if you do need to move, let's say you have a job change or for whatever reason you need to move, you can always rent the property too. The nice thing about every month when you make your mortgage payment, you're building equity. Yeah. And you're building it's like a forced savings account. You're building equity in that home. And when you rent every month, when you pay your rent, you're doing that for somebody else.
Yeah. And that's they're afraid of that commitment because of like the mortgage. But I tell them all the time, you're paying a mortgage, just not your own mortgage.
Yeah.
You're already paying.
You're paying somebody's mortgage.
You have to live, right? So you're going to pay that rent or that mortgage,
right? No
matter what. And I think too is another thing that we hear about why they're afraid to make that home ownership or that 30-year whatever fixed and not wanting to rent is like, what if the water heater goes out or the furnace? Those could be out-of-pocket expense that could be costly. But I think 2 things about us is that we are knowledgeable. We have great vendor partners and well connected in the community. There are a ton of resources that, I was telling him one about Wells Fargo, 0 interest for 3 years to install AC in a furnace or either one. So there's things out there where you're not just going to have to come up with $5,000 at one time.
Right. It's just having access.
What's another?
Just have access to the information.
Yeah.
To know what's out there. I think the other thing that's important with like the fear of like something might break, and things are always going to break. There's always going to be maintenance on any property.
Yep.
One, when we're buying, I'm always going to recommend that you do a home inspection.
Yep.
So up front, what are the things that I need to budget for? What are the things that may come up? I mean, there's always going to be things even if you do an inspection, things may change in the future with wear and tear and time. But you're able to budget and prepare for those things. It's hopefully not a surprise when things happen.
Yeah.
And like in my case, I bought a 1905 home, an old home. Yeah. And when we did the inspection, the furnace and the AC and the water heater, they all worked, but they were old. We can't ask the seller to replace something that's working. So I got a home warranty on the property.
Yeah.
And so when the water heater went out, I was able to use that home warranty to get a new water heater.
Yeah.
So there's programs and there's ways that you can you
when
know,
issues do come up in your
Yeah.
home that you can.
so my home warranty is essentially my landlord. That's
Yeah.
what I call it.
And again, Excel Energy has a great program. I think they're at $50 or $55 a month, and just kind of dishwasher, refrigerator. Some are even doing like sewer lines and things like that. So there's definitely resources out there. But things with landlords, not all landlords are amazing, and
Right.
they may not fix things right away.
Yeah.
You know, and so at least in your own home, you're going to take pride in that, and you're going to get whatever's broken fixed right away. And you have the power to do that. You don't have to wait on the landlord too.
Yeah. I think the other thing that goes with this one is that, you know, if you get a fixed loan, you know what your payment's going to be every year.
Yeah.
In a rental, the prices can go up. They may go down, but they're most likely going to go up year over year.
Historically, I think it's at 5% that rent increases year by year.
Yeah. And so like you don't have any choice. So if your landlord decides to up the rent, can you afford it? Can you stay? Do you have to move? And then you have to think, if you're in a rental and know, like, if you need to rent, or if that's what you want to do, like, that's fine. We're not here to convince you to do one thing or the other. We just want people to have the information and things to think about. But if you have to move, moving's expensive.
Very expensive.
Yeah. So.
Yep. And renting, everybody has to rent at some point, right? That's we all rented, and there's the goal is, though, you become the landlord for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So what's number
anything
4?
else on that one? Are we ready to move on? Okay. Number 4 on our list is the best time to sell is in the spring or summer. Is that true?
That is true. Yes.
Can be.
That's true. I think historically, yes, that is true.
Yeah.
Yep. That's when people are out shopping, getting ready for the summer. They're over the holidays in the snow and the cold weather. The grass and trees are blooming.
Everything looks pretty.
Everything looks pretty.
And then we're talking about Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah,
but
that is
the best time to sell is one when you need to.
Yeah.
There's always, and that's the thing about every client's different. Every listing is different. So really talking to us each, like, we want to build a strategy that we can get your home sold no matter what the market is, no matter what time of year it is.
Yep. And I think with the both of us, what we do is when we sit down at our like listing consultations, or with our, people that are wanting to sell, is, okay, what are your overall needs? And we're preparing them for whatever market they're ready to sell in. We're going to make sure that we're supporting them in that.
Yeah. It's not one size fits all.
No.
Yeah.
So that is true. We've had the first truth.
Okay. All right. Number 5. The price increases if you use an agent for a new build, and you can't negotiate on a new build.
That one's false.
False. Yeah.
Super, super false.
Yeah.
And I think we hear this a lot.
Yeah. Clients think they don't need an agent.
No. Or they'll call and say, oh, I went and bought a new build. And you're like, huh? You didn't call me? And they're like, no, we thought that we didn't want to have to pay more for the house to be able to use you.
Right.
But that's not true.
And if they go directly to the builder and the sales team most likely works for the builder.
Yep.
So it's just like buying a for sale by owner.
Yep. The sales staff that you
looking out for
see,
you.
The sales staff that you see in the new builds. And when we say new builds, we mean like new construction. So
correct.
You see builders out that will have like D.R. Horton, Richmond. You'll see on our social medias, we share a lot of new construction homes. So that's kind of what we mean as new build. And the sales staff are there. They're representing the builder in the best interest of the builder.
Correct.
And so what could you negotiate? You're talking, so what people are seeing online, or what the sales staff says, hey, we have this home available at this price, and this is what we're offering. What does that mean? What can an agent do for their clients?
What I tell all my clients is that everything in real estate is negotiable.
Yeah.
You don't know unless you ask.
Yes.
So you got to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've had clients get appliances. I've had clients get window coverings. I've had clients get price reductions, negotiate the price down, negotiate, a lot of builders will have incentives, but that doesn't mean that's what you're limited to.
Yep. And that's, I think one thing is like refrigerators also, making sure all closing costs are covered. So there's definitely things, and then reading those fine prints in the contracts.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things like earnest money kind of in some situations go hard.
Yep.
If appraisal doesn't, the value doesn't appraise at the purchase price in the contract, in many of the new construction contracts, you're like you have to come out of pocket.
Right.
So that's why it's definitely important to, I was going to say call an agent, but like, no, call us.
Call us.
Call us. And because you just want somebody on your side that's going to have your best interest at heart.
That goes, we do this all the time. Most people, like we said, they buy a house every 5 to 10 years. So, something that, if your parent bought a house or somebody in your family bought a house in 1990, things have changed.
Yeah.
Contracts have changed. And typically with a new build, you're using the builder's contract because the builder is the seller and the seller wants, they write the contract to benefit them. So it's good to have an agent that can help advocate for you. Negotiate. We'll first negotiate in the beginning and then advocate to make sure that the builder's sticking to what they promised.
Yeah.
I've had builders try to like skip out on things, not put things in the house that's in the contract. And if it's in the contract, guess what? My clients are getting what was promised.
Yep. No, also even on the lending side, a lot of times they have to use the preferred lender to get the incentives, which we all understand. But then sometimes in-house lenders can't get that done. And so there's people that I had one actually a deal fell out because the lender couldn't get it approved.
The in-house lender.
Yeah. And so then she called us after everything and we were able to get her approved. And so the outside lender, I had the builder offer what was originally in her original offer because it's like not our fault. The lender just did a quick little review and said, no, you're not approved when she was well qualified.
Oh yeah.
And so, yeah, it's definitely helpful. Get all the information.
Yeah, who you work with is definitely makes a difference in a transaction.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the next one?
All right. I think number 6, we have, this is our final myth. Open houses sell houses.
So this one could be, some people could disagree, but I would say this is false.
I would say it's mostly false.
Yes.
So the National Association of Realtors, they do studies every year.
Okay.
And since I've been in real estate, the number of people, buyers surveyed, say that they between 1% and 5%, depending on the year,
yes,
the percent of buyers that purchased that year found their house at an open house.
Yeah.
So it's possible.
It's possible. We have had some success stories of somebody going into an open house and then actually buying the home.
Mm-hmm.
But I think more so open houses are for exposure of the home.
Yep.
We often call them like the nosy neighbors, just the people curious to see what the home looks like inside.
You never know when a neighbor has a friend that wants to move in the neighborhood.
Yes. So do we do open houses for our listings? Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. It's a way to just get more people in the door. But in those very rare success stories, people can sell a house through an open house.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's also a way for buyers or people out in the public to find a good agent.
Yeah. Find a good agent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also just to even start the thought process of like going to an open house because it says come in, right? And you never thought that. And then you talk to the real estate agents that's there. That might just spark interest for a buyer. Like, so I could buy, I could buy something like this. And then those conversations start to happen. So I think that's also why we do them as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just part of like educating the community.
Yeah. I think it's also important for people to walk through properties because you can see something online. Like even when I'm talking, not just about open houses, but when I'm talking to a new buyer or a client and I'm talking to them about, we're going to set up the portal to the multiple listing service.
Yeah.
Look at the pictures, but the pictures, there can be really nice pictures, very good marketing. You get to the house and you're like, this does not look like those pictures. And then you could have some pictures, there's some agents that don't use professional photographers or they'll do, cell phone, not everyone's created equally.
Yeah.
But that may be the perfect house. So I tell my clients, like, look at the pictures, but let's like focus on the data. Like, is it in the right location? Does it have the right number of bedrooms and bathrooms? Is it the right, like around the right price, square footage, things like that.
Yeah.
So that, and then go and walk through the property. So that's another reason that open houses, it's different to see something on paper than to walk through it.
Yeah. And I was thinking, Sarah Young is one of our good friends.
Yes.
She might be killing us and being like, because her open houses are super successful with like 40 people and 13 offers.
Wow.
And so I guess we would have to bring her on at some point to see like,
yeah, pick
are
her
those
brain.
people from that are attending her open houses, are they writing offers? Right.
Okay.
Because are they just people entering and she's still got the offers? So I'd like to know what her data
What the conversion is. Yeah.
On because her open houses are amazing.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah. Shout out to Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah Young. We love Sarah Young. Yeah, this office is full of amazing agents.
Yes.
But call us.
I'd have to say we're the most amazing. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Well, not really, but yeah.
We're fine. Yeah. All right. That's our list.
Yeah. So that is our list. If there's anything that you've heard about home ownership or in real estate, true or false, or just don't, there's never a stupid question. So drop the comments, the myths, the beliefs in our comments. Again, we will attach our Google review. If you have any questions, please fill that out, and we can answer more questions later on about that.
Yeah, you want to talk about the race or the run? Yeah.
So 2 things to wrap up. So since we're still in National Women's Month, this one is for Mother's Day, but it's going to be coming up. There's the Mother's Day run in Louisville, Colorado. So Saturday, May 9th. It's a half a marathon starting at 8 a.m. And so we will also post the link for registration if you're a runner.
Are you a runner?
I did the Pride 5K last year.
Okay. How was it?
I loved it. I had so much fun.
Run it or did you walk?
Ran, walk. You know.
Yeah.
I don't work out or anything.
I'm not a runner.
No.
I did a couple years ago for part of Family Reunion, which is Keller Williams conference. We were in Vegas and they had the rock and roll run. I think it was a half and a 10K, I think is the right number. Whatever the 6.2 miles was. I did the 6.2 miles and oof. Yeah. That's a lot of running.
People train for it. It was really cool to see people run the entire time of the 5K. And then we were barely like halfway and they were already coming back. Like, so.
That's wild. Yeah. I did the 10K. I trained for it, but the conference is in February. So I was training, January through February in the cold.
To be prepared.
Luckily, like we're a mile high and Vegas is a little lower, so that helped. But I did not run the whole time.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I tried. We tried to do like until that stop sign, until that light, and then we'll walk for 2 minutes. So we did good. So that was fun. But yeah, that's coming up for Mother's Day. And then also we have
the book giveaway
from Go As the River. It was our little giveaway from last week. And it took me a couple of days to post the Google sheet. So my bad. I had a busy weekend. And then the award ceremony Friday, you know.
But we have a winner.
Yeah, we did. Vanessa Vasquez. You have won the book.
One day we'll figure out how to get sound effects in here.
Yeah. We didn't have to do a spin wheel because she's the only one that entered. So she's obviously the winner. Oh, you're
spilling the tea.
Oh, yeah. I'm being brutally honest right now. Or what?
That's right. We're honest people.
Yeah, no, we want to.
Transparency.
We literally want to do a little more giveaways, things like that. And so feel free to enter to win. And so we will get this out to you. But congratulations on reading it. And then once you do, Vanessa, you can definitely let us know and give us some feedback of what you thought about it.
Yeah. I do have one more thing I forgot to mention at the top. I do a quarterly community event. It's for clients and past clients, community members, people in the community in my sphere. I started doing it because my business is based in community.
Yeah.
And I used to spend a lot of money on mailing things out and I just didn't feel personal. So I started doing events. So my first event this year is going to be at Punch Bowl. Nope, that's a lie. That's back up. It's at Putt Shack. Back it up, Putt Shack. So it's next Thursday, March 26th from 4 to 7 p.m. My preferred lender, Abby McDaniel with DMVR Lending, is our sponsor. And we'll be there again from 4 to 7 at Putt Shack. Let me know if you're coming. We have limited spots for the actual putt, but if you want to just come out, hang out, be in community, have some drinks and some snacks, we'll be there.
Yeah. And do you do community events or client events how often? Why do you do them?
Yeah, I do them once a quarter, and again, it's just because I like to be in community. I like to be face to face with people.
Yeah.
I think we live in a world of social media and where people are feeling alone. So I think it's important to get people together. I do them again. I do them quarterly. So we do one in March, and then we'll do one for Pride in June. I'm still working on the details for that. We'll do another one in September, normally with a local business, and then. Sorry, our producer's throwing up numbers and we're confused.
He's like,
you want to say something? Oh, we're good. Okay. So we do one in September, and then we every December we do a toy drive for the Black Santa Project, which is an organization that I've been part of for years, and they collect toys and then give them out to people to low income or to people that need toys to make sure nobody wakes up on Christmas morning without a toy.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's really awesome. So we do that every December.
Well, I like that.
Yeah.
So
do you do client events, or what do you what kind of community events do you do?
So I do 2 big ones a year. I always do my photos with Santa and reindeer. So bring a real reindeer.
Wow.
And
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's and a Santa, and so just free photos. They get a printed copy, have food. Every year it's gotten bigger and bigger. And then it's either I'll do like a movie in the park in the summertime. We have one coming up within the office that I'm helping plan this year.
That's great.
And then I do little micro mini events. So like my movie this past Sunday, that's like a little event. I started like a VIP program. So like anybody that has sent me a ton of business or just kind of my champions, taking them, their friends and family to Top Golf. And then my husband, aka Lender, he's also going to be starting things for my things are a lot on like females and women coming together because it's easier for me to just have fun and I know what we like. But he's going to start doing little golfing days.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So if you're into golfing,
I like the drink cart.
I just want to drive that and drink my beer, honestly. But I've never been golfing. Just to Top Golf is the only.
I've done it a couple times, and I'm not. It's not my thing. No.
Yeah, I don't think I would. Yeah, I don't know. I do pretty decent at Top Golf, but yeah, I'm waiting for my husband to still take me. Yeah. Maybe I'll be invited to one. But yeah,
I mean,
that's what he's doing.
Yeah, something about like this conversation just brought up is like I think it's important for people to know that we're small businesses. Like people think we're real estate agents and we're with Keller Williams, so we're this big company with a bunch of agents, but we're all individual little small businesses. And so like we like to support small businesses and those businesses show us appreciation. We like to show appreciation for folks that support all our small businesses. So
and we're going to wrap up now. One shout out to a small business. I had my neighbor recommend Ohana Denver.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just right up the street from my office right now. And I had lunch there today. I had a poke bowl and the food comes straight from Hawaii. And so it was really, really good. So Ohana Denver, if you're looking for some good poke bowls and things like that.
And we'll try to remember to post their Instagram or their socials or something, or their website on that.
We'll post it to the link.
Yeah, to the chats.
Okay.
All right. So well, let me wrap up. So just want to let people know next week we're off because I have my client event. So we will not be live next Thursday. And we'll be back on April 2nd.
Yes.
April is National Fair Housing Month, which is commemorating the passage of the Fair Housing Act of 1968. So we'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about redlining. We'll be talking about housing discrimination and kind of the things that go along with that. Did you want to add?
Yeah, and we'll be bringing guest speakers for next month.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that. Make sure that you go and you like, comment, subscribe to all of our socials, both on Instagram. On Instagram, I'm the Beston Homes Team and
SalLynn, Colorado.
And on Facebook, I am Beston Homes Team.
And SalLynn, Colorado.
Smart. Should have come from the same. So go like and follow us, and then also subscribe to our YouTube channels. I'm the Beston Homes Team Denver.
SalLynn, Colorado.
On YouTube as well?
Yes, on YouTube as well. I'm posting the videos there. And as always, if you'd like to be a guest or like to highlight a small business or you're a small business owner, comment on below. DM us and we'd love to get you on. Thank you so much for tuning in for episode 3. We won't see you next week, but the week after. and have a safe and fun weekend.
All right. Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Bye.